prayer changes things. Just going outside, just getting fresh air. Don't crucify me for this. Getting laid. There is never going to be a mood sometimes. You will never be in the mood. You live and you learn. You have to matter. You're
city of mine. How I love.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're not new here, if you are new here, hey girl, hey, my name is Monisha. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing a video about self-care for moms because I just feel like this is something that is necessary. I do a whole lot of self-care, okay? If you ever see me on the internet and you're like, wow, I wonder how she just keeps it all together with everything she has going on. You guys, I invest a lot of time and money into self-care, okay? And a lot. And I'm going to get into the things that I do for self-care in this video. Everything that I'm going to talk about on this list, I personally have done. And I just want to encourage and inspire you all to indulge in self-care, especially for mothers, because if you are not mentally okay, it makes the whole parenting thing so much harder. And I don't think some people realize that. I feel like they think it's selfish sometimes to indulge in self-care, or it's selfish to take care of themselves, or it's selfish to try and look good, when in reality, you taking care of your mental, spiritual, physical self as a mom really does manifest into you being able to parent so much more easier. It makes life a lot easier. So without further ado, let's just get straight on into this video. So number one on the list is taking care of yourself / looking good equals feeling good. Okay, I'm putting this one as first because it is free. It is something that everybody can do. It does not take much investment to look good and feel good. A lot of the times, I know us as mothers, we don't really have time to get dressed. We don't really have time to try and do all this. But the thing is, you can make time. You can do what's feasible, but still do what you need to do to make sure you look good and feel good. Because I'm telling you, it's just going to make your day go by so much easier. There's nothing more frustrating than having a bad day, having a stressful day, and then passing myself in the mirror, and then I look like trash. I already feel like trash. The day's going like trash. And then, like, you know, me looking like trash really did not help the trash ass day. It really didn't. But for some reason, it really is true what they say. When you look good and you feel good, you really feel better. So, like, even though you might be having a shitty day, like, I want you guys to know I'm making this video right now. I forced myself to put this makeup on. I forced myself to get on camera, and I forced myself to make this video. But yesterday I had a very shitty day, and I just told myself that today it might be another shitty day, but at least I'm going to look good and I'm going to feel good, and I'm just choosing to feel good, and at least I look good. At the end of the day, it might be another shitty day, but you feel better when you put efforts into your looks. It really does matter. And again, it's something that is free. A lot of us already have makeup, or a lot of us don't even really need makeup to look good and feel good. You can just put on a nice outfit, throw your hair up in even if it's a nice little messy bun, put on some earrings, put on some lip gloss that you can get for $2. You know, like, this is not something that takes so much investment. I got my lashes from Amazon. There was like a 7-pack of lashes for $7. I get all my drugstore makeup. You know, like, I'm not telling you to spend $100. You just look good and you feel good. Just put yourself together in the morning. Even if it's annoying, you'll thank yourself later. Okay, you'll thank yourself later. Also, when you look good, it just motivates you to do things, because a lot of the times, like, I'll be tired, but the fact that I have on this full face of makeup and I did my waves and I did my hair and all that, I don't want to go lay down and mess all this up. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm probably gonna go find something else to do. Like, I'm probably gonna vlog today. You know why? Because now I'm motivated to vlog, because I put clothes on today. You know, I'm motivated to go do something. I'm not really motivated to just lay down and slouch in the bed. And that's normally what I would be doing when I wake up and I choose not to get myself ready. And mind you, I'm not saying that you have to do this every single day. I don't do this every day, but that's why I notice the difference when I don't. Those days tend to be a lot more just sad and mopey and blah 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 blah. But yeah, they do happen. And then there's days like today when I'm like, that's not going to happen. And I get up, I put myself together, and it really motivates me. Like, now look at me. I'm making 2 videos this morning. I'm making this video and I'm log in, and I'm probably gonna do some more shit after this. Honestly, I'm probably gonna go to the gym while I got my nice makeup on, okay? Get some gym content. Like, I got plans now because I got myself together, okay? If it's motivation you're looking for, putting yourself together is a lot of motivation for those people who feel like they need motivation to get through the day. That's a simple thing, a simple act of self-care you can do for yourself that will motivate you to do other things. You have to still consider yourself when you're a mother, because if you just let yourself go, you don't take care of yourself. Like, I'm telling you, if your mental health isn't together, that's first of all gonna fuck with your mental health. If you just feel like shit, you're not taking care of yourself, your body is shit because you literally aren't getting any sleep, you aren't taking care of yourself, you're stressed out, you're putting so much stress on your body. From being stressed out, you know, you really look like how you feel and you feel like how you look. Like, those things really do go hand in hand. It is absolutely not selfish to continue taking care of yourself when you do become a mom. It is necessary. Do not let anybody tell you different. Okay, moving on to point number 2, exercising for mental and physical health. Not only do moms struggle with trying to get back to how they looked before or try to get their body together after having babies, but we also struggle mentally, postpartum, and just we have so much going on mentally, trying to take care of ourselves and the household and children. Moms go through a lot mentally. It is absolutely crucial that you do some type of exercising, not just for your physical health, but for your mental health. Again, I am speaking from experience. All this year I've been going to the gym. I'm one of those people that actually made the New Year's resolution, and I actually did it. And the only reason I actually did it is because now I realize what a difference it does make. You know, I didn't become some gym person. You know, when you see those people that are like addicted to the gym and you think they're crazy, I see what it is now. It's a mental addiction. It's not even like they're like obsessed with how their body looks. Like, some people are, but the gym is now necessary for my mental health. That's also why I'm going to go to the gym after this. I've motivated myself to go do that too, because not only do I know I put myself together today, I look good today, but I'm going to go to that gym and I'm going to feel even better when I walk up out of there. Seriously. And when you drag yourself to the gym, or you drag yourself to working out, because I know it's unrealistic for some moms to go to a gym, but we're going to just insert this little life hack into. Get a gym with some childcare. It's worth the extra little money, because there are gyms that you can drop your kids off for like an hour and a half. My gym is an hour and a half, 90 minutes. It's included. It's just 2 kids, but from age 0 on up to I think 12. But if you can, that's a hack. Get you a gym membership that has childcare. Or if you're one of those moms who you have too many kids, or you just don't have the option of going to the gym, you don't want to go to the gym, maybe you live in a rural area, whatever it may be, invest in either some fitness equipment, just like dumbbells or a jump rope or some type of, you have a little workout routine. And there's also something that you can start for zero money. Like, you can have a complete calisthenics workout. I'm talking like jumping jacks, push-ups, things you do with just your body. You won't need any equipment, no nothing. But physical exercise, I'm telling you, is a game changer. I used to be one of those people, not just one of those moms, like just a very depressive, like, oh, mopey, life is terrible type person. Why am I always so tired? La, 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 la. One thing I did notice, and another way this will help you being a mom, and why this is perfect self-care for a mom, the amount of energy you get from working out, long-term energy. Not only do I know I'm going to walk out of that gym feeling good, but I'm going to have so much energy again to be doing stuff. So not only am I motivated because I chose to put myself together today, and I go to the gym, so now I have motivation and I have energy. Like, you can knock out the fucking day. So by the time I get back from that gym and them kids start getting home, I am prepped, okay? I feel good, I look good, and I'm going to finish the day off strong. And then there's those days when I don't go to the gym and I don't get myself together, and by the time the kids get here, even though I've slept all day and done nothing, I'm moping around. The nighttime routine is terrible, but you know, it's because I didn't do any self-care during the day. I just sat and moped. I literally did nothing for my mental, my physical, no type of health that day. I just sat there, and I noticed that my days are rough when I neglect self-care. Moving on to another one that I'm just going to throw in, because this is another one that I can realize right away when I don't do this, the day goes downhill. Okay, and so number 3 is having some type of relationship with God. If you are non-religious, just disregard this. No need for hate comments in below, but I'm just talking from my own experience. God or some higher power, but having that relationship really does help. A lot of the times my strength to get through the day comes literally just from the Lord himself. Okay, and the strength and the energy you'll get from the Lord is literally like better than any Red Bull. I mean, it's better than anything. It's better than caffeine. It's better than cocaine. Okay, so a lot of those days when I don't make it to getting myself together, don't make it to the gym, don't make it to doing much of anything, completely wasting my day just moping, a lot of the times I just resort to prayer. And then sometimes when I know I'm going to have a day like that, I can already feel it when I wake up. I just literally, the first thing I do in the morning is say a prayer asking God basically to help me get through the day. Like, Lord, I know it's going to be a long day. I know I have a lot of tasks ahead of me. I just ask that you give me the strength to do all these things happily. I always add that in there because I know I'm going to do them, but I want to get through the day somewhat happily, you know, and blah, blah, blah. I tell them I want to have this productive day. Please give me the strength and the energy to blah, 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 knock some shit down. Like, literally, that has been a game changer in my life too. God is free, and that is the best thing. You don't need to come to him with anything, really. Like, you really don't. God is literally free. He's here for all of us, and to tap into that connection with him, like, actually, like, now I see. I used to think, you know, those people were crazy. Oh, pray about it, pray about it. I'm like, girl, I just told you I'm tired, I'm stressed out, and all you can tell me is pray about it. Like, please go to hell. Like, that's how I used to be. But no, seriously, like, the praying about things, prayer changes things. That's all I'm going to say. Prayer changes things. It will change your entire day. It will change the entire course of your life. Having a relationship with God. And again, this can extend into other things, because this extended into other things for me. Sometimes I go to church. I don't go every single day. I mean, every single Sunday, because as a busy mom, it is still hard. But again, I found a church that has childcare that they can go to. So now I am able to go to church semi-regularly. The kids like it. They love, like, the youth church and all that stuff that they go to, and I'm able to actually sit in service and actually attend church. It's a wonderful thing there. And then I didn't even know this was a thing until someone told me that, you know, yeah, some churches have childcare, and I'm like dumbfounded. I'm like, wow. So you know, the more you know. But yes, this can extend into going to church, but just having a relationship with God is enough, and that's free, and that doesn't require you going anywhere. Okay, but also if you can make it to attending church and doing things like that, it really does help. Like, I notice the Sundays when I do go to church, I feel like my whole week is better. You know, like, just starting the week off with the presence of the Lord and hearing the word and worshiping and doing all the thing and actually making the commitment and going down there. And not only do I feel really good about myself, I feel really good in spirit, and it, like, really trickles down into my week. It really, really does matter. Okay, number 4 is simple and easy too, but it sounds easier than it is, and that is prioritizing sleep. Moms, you have to get some sleep. I can't stand when I see a mom that's like, oh, you know, I'm thriving off of like 2 or 3 hours of sleep, or, you know, pounding Red Bulls all day, and that's cool. Like, I know you're doing it, I know you're making it, God bless you, but, like, please, if there's some way you can prioritize sleep. Like, lack of sleep will affect your physical health over time. Lack of sleep definitely affects your mental health. Lack of sleep is a very big thing. I encourage you to look it up yourself, because this video is not about lack of sleep, so I'm not even going to get into it, but I promise you, don't even take my word for it. Go look up the effects of lack of sleep long term. Okay, lack of sleep is just not something you even want to. If you can prioritize sleep, prioritize it. And sometimes I know, like, after the kids go to sleep, sometimes I want to stay up and scroll or get things done that is finally peace and quiet, and I can edit my video, or I can do this. And sometimes I feel guilty, but I just tell myself, you know, I know I need to go edit this video, I know I should go clean up the kitchen, but I'm just gonna go to sleep. And I do. But again, if you're out there wondering why you see me and it looks like I'm thriving, I do a lot of things for self-care. Everything I just mentioned, I do all this stuff every single day. And I make sure I get some sleep. And honestly, and that's even why I have one of my young kids in daycare. I don't work nights until night, so I really didn't need him to be in daycare, but I chose to put him in daycare for the sheer act of self-care so that I can have my days to myself, so that I can take a nap, because I do work nights. And before, I was doing it just fine. I was momming all day, working all night, living off of 4 to 6 hours of sleep, whatever, no biggie. I was doing it for years, you know. I also wasn't mentally okay for years either. I was doing it though, you know. A lot of like, moms, we gonna do what we gotta do, but like, I would never go back to that life. Like, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, if I get stressed out about money, like I know I'm paying like an extra $1,200 for some childcare I really don't necessarily need, but when I look at it a certain way, I do kind of necessarily need it. Like, my sleep would be greatly affected because I don't get sleep through the night all the time. I get off at 11. I sometimes get here like 11:30, don't wind down to like 12:15, 12:30, and that's if I wind down enough to go to sleep. Sometimes I'd be up to like 1, 2 a.m. and then I finally fall asleep, and then I have kids that still wake up in the middle of the night, like toddlers, 2 and a 5-year-old. The 2-year-old usually wakes up around 4 a.m. It's not like he wakes up multiple times, but when he does get up, he's up and he doesn't want to go back to sleep. Then he's yelling, then he's screaming, then he's trying to play and all this stuff, you know, like, so then I get up with that, and then it doesn't even make any sense sometimes for me to fall back asleep, but sometimes I do fall back asleep, and then I'm back up, have to be up at the crack of dawn because all the other kids wake up at the crack of dawn, 6 o'clock, and they're ready for food, they're ready to go, like, we gotta go to school, like, things are happening. I don't have time to even have a slow morning or get up and, you know, get my little self together. You know, this I have to do after the fact, after I get the kids off, or I wouldn't have had time for this, or it would have been stressful, but that would be part of my self-care that I would have to figure out another way to get done. Right now, I'm able to do this when my kids go to sleep. So a lot of times you see me on the weekend when all these kids are at home, and no, this is a part of self-care I'm not gonna do. Sometimes I'm not gonna do the look good, feel good thing. I'm just gonna have to, you know, fill my self-care pot with the presence of God, praying, getting what little sleep I can. Again, you're not gonna be able to do all of this every single day, so don't feel pressure to it. It's unrealistic. It's never gonna happen every single day. The point is to be trying to do as many of these as you can, as much as you can. Continuing on with the free stuff, nature and going outside, okay? I'm very big on grounding, if you know what that is, you know, earthing, things like that. But if you're not into all this stuff, I promise you, just going outside, just getting fresh air, it doesn't even matter if it's winter. Sometimes it's best if you just put those kids' jackets on and take them to the park, because kids are like us. We get antsy sometimes when we're just in the house for too long. Well, you know, when we just ain't been out, we ain't been doing nothing, you know, like, kids need to get out too, and moms, a lot of times you need to get out too. And what I mean get out, because a lot of time us moms, we get out, but we going into grocery stores or we're going in the doctor's office, like, we getting out, we getting around, but are we outside? No. You know, getting outside really does matter. Today is a Friday, it's winter and everything, but I think me and the kids are gonna go to the park today, because like I was saying, yesterday I had a terrible day. I know it's looking like I'm okay today. Yesterday was a terrible day, and I don't even know if the situation that I'm thinking of is even gonna get better, but you know what, I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna get some fresh air, because I don't want to project this off on the kids. You know, going outside is going to be beneficial for all of us. So we're going to go outside. Going outside in nature helps. Me and the kids, we like to hike, and again, that might not be feasible for some of you. So just walk around your block, walk around your apartment complex if you live in an apartment complex. But sometimes just getting outside really does wonders. Like, and even one of my son's therapists did say that sometimes just come go for a walk. The main thing is you getting outside. It's not really the walk itself, it's you getting outside is so beneficial. Again, you don't have to take my word for this, you can look it up yourself. A lot of this stuff is scientifically proven to help with mental health, and again, as moms, we really have to take care of our mental health. So let's go ahead and get into some more fun stuff, some more funsy stuff, some stuff that costs a little money, but you know, so date nights / don't crucify me for this, getting laid. Okay, now again, of course, this differs between, obviously, some people are single, some people are not, but the thing is, okay, if you are in a relationship, and you're with your partner, like, please don't just neglect your sex life. You can't. I mean, you can, but a lot of people wonder, like, oh, I wonder why when, you know, people have kids and they separate after that. A lot of the times that is one of the major things, because everyone having a kid is stressful in itself. The two parties are stressed out and they're using that to separate them, which sex is a stress relief in itself. Again, you can look that up. Literally, there's a science to this. There are literally endorphins and serotonin being released with the act of, you know what, you know, okay, it's necessary. And like, I'm sorry, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, I'm not even gonna hold you. It really is. You gotta find some way. It doesn't matter if it's in the bathroom real quick for a quickie, 2 minutes after the kids finally fell asleep. Like, make sure, you know, you're having some regular encounter. If you're single, by all means, you know, get you a toy, something, or date. You know, I'm obviously not telling you to just find all these random people, date all these random people, or like, I'm not condoning bad things, but it really, humans have a need. The humans have a hierarchy of different needs, and that is one of our needs that contributes a lot to our mental health, our overall health. I'm telling you, like, you don't even have to take my word for it. Like, look it up. It's kind of necessary. And I don't know about you guys, but I encourage you to, like, think deeply, because, well, this might be you yourself, or this might be someone really close to you, but I encourage you to look at people's relationships. I don't know, people that you're close to, but I tend to notice the people that are unhappy and miserable, their days and their lives are so terrible. They're not getting any action in their life, okay? Or they're even in relationships, but, you know, they're in the relationships with those people, like, they don't sleep in the same bed, or they haven't had sex a bunch, you know? Like, I just know, I can see that they are more miserable. And again, this is a statistical fact that you can look up yourself, but that is another act of self-care that I make sure I make a priority. Sometimes, I'm not even gonna lie, half the time as moms, we don't feel like it. And at this point, it's like a task I make myself do. It's not even like, oh, I'm gonna wait till I get in the mood. If you're waiting till you get in the mood, half the time you're never gonna get in the mood. The kid's gonna fuck the mood up. There is never gonna be a mood sometimes, okay? You will never be in the mood. So, again, it's gonna have to be some wham bam, thank you ma'am, but that's fine, because I recognize this as a need, not just for me, but for humans in general. And life is gonna be easier, trying to parent is gonna be easier if we can at least get that little stress relief out the way. That's like a small act you can do for stress relief, because life is going to stay being stressful. It's never just going to be where you're completely at peace and nothing's going wrong. Life is just, it's never ever going to be like that. The only way you can make peace or make life even seem like that is if you're taking care of yourself and indulging in certain acts of self-care. And this is one of my favorite ones, I'm not going to lie. It keeps things together. Sometimes you just need to be shocked back into reality, like, okay, life isn't so terrible, because yes, then the day's gonna keep going on and it's gonna fuck you over and beat your ass again, you know. But hey, you live and you learn, you get your little stuff off, and you live to fight, you live another day. You get my point, okay? And single people, do what you will with this information, okay? Like, because again, this is just my experience, but me knowing that mom needs to be okay for this shit to work.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
So moving on to the next one, because it's kind of related. If you are in a relationship or if you're not, you could take this two different ways, but that's like date nights and going out. So if you are in a relationship, trying to have date nights with your partners, again, if this is something that's completely not feasible to you, do not crucify me in the comments. Different people have different situations. If you can get away, if you have a friend, a relative, anybody that can even watch them, it doesn't even have to be like a paid date. You and your partner can go have a picnic at the park and just sit for an hour under the stars or anything. Little date nights, little things you do without the children. It's necessary. It is necessary. I really hate when society or other people, or a lot of the time our own minds as moms, will make us feel so bad for trying to do anything for ourselves. Don't let that little voice in your head get to you. That voice is nothing but the devil himself. Okay? It's literally nothing but the devil himself. This life will literally have you stressed out. This world that we live in right now will have you so pressed, so stressed out, just so. And I really encourage you, again, this whole video is about encouraging you to not feel guilty and to really know that it is necessary, not just for you, but for your kids. And you do matter. A lot of people think how can you not just take care of yourself? Like, I understand you have kids, but you have to matter. You really have to know that you matter and realize that, to the point where you will never feel bad about doing anything self-care related, because you know that you matter. And that's something that I really hope everybody takes from this video, because a lot of moms, I feel like they don't feel like they matter anymore when they have the kids. Yes, we're dedicating our whole life to our kids, but you still matter. Date nights are also good if you can get away, just for dressing up, looking good and feeling good, or just to get out, just to do something. I'm telling you, if you can manage it once a month even, the more you can do it, the better. Me and my boyfriend, we have pretty busy schedules, and we have the kids. We don't have days off together. Honestly, our date night is us going to lunch on Mondays. And listen to how it works, because he's off Mondays. I'm not off Mondays, but I don't work until 5 on Mondays, and the kids are in school. So not only we have the whole day together from 9:30 a.m. to about 3, and I don't work till 5. So that's my date time, and that's what works for us. I don't have to go get a separate sitter or anything. That Monday, our Monday, is our little date time, and it'd be something as simple as, let's go try this new restaurant. So I've made the decision that that's what I want to do every Monday. It's something simple, because we're both tired. I still got to go to work. It's his one day off, so we don't want to be out doing too much. So just grabbing some food, and it's cheap, because we don't always have to go to no fancy restaurant. Sometimes it's, let's go get Jack in the Box and watch Netflix, little things like that. But if you can prioritize it in some way, somehow, that's gonna matter. And also, having a good relationship with your partner will help you parent a lot better, because a lot of people are just operating I don't know, co-workers, but it's kind of well, you guys are always taking care and tending to the kids' needs. Somebody has to take care of you, so you can take care of you. But if you and your partner also make it a point to take care of each other, you need that. It really is helpful. And I know a lot of times we are tempted to tell ourselves, I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't need that. But part of self-care is realizing that you should not do it all on your own. If that is your circumstance right now, my heart goes out to you. But just going back again to knowing that you are worthy, and someday I pray that you do get that. You should pray that you do get that, because you will get it. You know what I'm saying? And that also ties into having that relationship with God. God will give you what you ask for in due time. A lot of the times we just don't ask, and that's something that I learned too. I prayed a lot for the relationship that I have now, and that's why usually I would be wondering how it's miraculously working, and it's because it is miraculous. We don't have these problems, we actually like each other. How is this even working? But I literally prayed for this. That's just what happens when I follow God's plan and not my plans, because I had plans. We always have plans. My plans didn't work out, and then God sent me this person, and this is working out. And after I had prayed, so it's having that relationship with God will fix it. Prayer changes things. If you don't take anything else from this video, really, I'm so serious, take that too. Really. Another thing I put on the list is working or volunteering. I say working or volunteering because, again, it's probably not going to be feasible for some people to probably work. Maybe you can, but I do encourage you. This might be something you absolutely cannot do. If so, just scratch this on off your list. But if you can, if you're a person listening, maybe you are a stay-at-home mom and it's just because you choose to be, which is fine. Maybe even consider a cool little part-time job just for for you getting out and being social. I really love my job for me going out and getting social, especially in the industry I work in. I work in like the casino industry, so I get to talk and mingle with a lot of people all the time. And I work at the bar. I normally would not be at a bar if it wasn't for me going to work, you know, but since that is my job, I'm able to make some money while also fulfilling my social need as a human being. And also it gives you time away from the house, because that is kind of important too. Is you kind of develop some cabin fever when you just sit and you do nothing and your days are the same and it's repetitive, you know. Every day is a new day when I go to work. It's a change of scenery, even if it's just for a few hours. So I encourage you, even if you don't have to work, maybe just get some working on the weekend. Or that's why I also say volunteer. Just you volunteering at like the SPCA with the animals on a Sunday once a week, like you're getting some human interaction with other people. You're also spending time with the animals, but you're getting time away from the house. Find little things like that you can do. That ties on into another one that I was going to say, and that's finding a hobby. Extra points if you can find a hobby that is beneficial to your self-care. Like my hobbies have now included going to the gym, because it gets me out, it gets me somewhere. Like, yeah, I can work out here. I have all kinds of workout equipment here. Literally, I could work out here, but sometimes I like to go to the gym for the sake of getting out. I make a little thing of it. I go to Chick-fil-A after. It's a little treat, you know, like self-care. I'm taking myself out on a date. We finna go to the gym. We finna go get Chick-fil-A, okay? Like, find you a little hobby, even if it's just that. Even if it's just going for a walk, walking to the corner store and getting you a Gatorade and walking back, walking around the park, okay? Saying hi to your neighbors. I don't know, find some hobby. If you can just dedicate yourself to one yoga class a week, you know, just so you can get out and mingle with a little bit of other women for 1 hour, you know what I mean? Find a hobby. Bonus points if you can find a hobby that is good for self-care. One of my favorite ones, my absolute favorite one, actually, not one of, no, it is one of, because the next one is my favorite too. But anyways, spa days. Let's get into it. Spa days. Okay, you go to the spa, put your stuff in the locker, leave your phone. Like, there's a tea room, refreshments, sit in the sauna, sit at the pool, sit in the different rooms, and really just unplug and unwind. Okay, bonus points if you got some girlfriends to go with, or even I like to go with my mans. Okay, we love us a good spa day. We ain't passing up no spa day. Okay, especially on a vacation. We gonna book the spa every time. You will never regret booking the spa. It is worth every penny. The amount of mental refresh that you just get from it. I'm telling you guys, it is top tier. It is worth every penny. Or you can also find services where it makes sense. Like, if you have a spa that has like manicures and pedicures on the menu, and once you pay for the manicure or pedicure, you can also use the spa for a day, then you can kill two birds with one stone. A lot of times I see people paying like $75 up to $100 for just nails. If you can book a spa, if you can book a nail appointment at a spa and then use the spa after, you see what I mean? You're gonna get your nails done anyways, so start paying a little more to go get your nails done and go to the spa if you have time. If this can fit into your life. If it can't, one day you might be able to incorporate it. You know, I'm speaking in general for a lot of people, but girl, a spa day. I'm thinking about a spa day right now. Honestly, I think that's what I'm gonna treat myself to for Christmas, because after the holidays, you know, it's all stressful. Like a spa day. Moving on to the next one, because these are just getting more expensive as we go. But vacations, girl. It's true what they say. Vacation. Sometimes you just need to go on vacation. And again, I know some of you guys can't go on vacation without your kids. So even going on vacation with the kids, I was one of those people that's going to think, oh, it's going to be just as stressful as being at home going with the kids, and I'm just taking care of kids and another. But to be honest, it really isn't. You're getting out of your routine. Usually when you go stay somewhere, especially if you stay at a hotel or you stay at an all-inclusive resort, you're not cooking food every day. You're not cooking up, cleaning up. There's a housekeeper. So you get away from the cooking and the cleaning and stuff for a few days. My favorite thing to do is go to all-inclusive resorts. I have not gone to one with the kids yet. I am just getting to the point where I am planning us a family vacation. So that's going to be new to me. But my self-care vacation includes me getting away from the kids. Again, if that's an option for you, that's even better, because I mean, again, we really need to take times for ourselves. It is important. And if you can sneak away and get on a parent vacation, or just you and some girlfriends, girl, go on vacation. The mental refresh you get from coming back, it's unmatched. It's literally unmeasured. Again, I'm speaking from experience. This is why I've been on quite a few trips, because like once you go and you realize and you experience that and you see how good you feel, when you get back to life and you're starting to feel overwhelmed, and it's like, oh, you know, a lot of times as humans, all we do is work. We work fucking hard. You have to. You live in America. Like, yeah, this is a beautiful country, but we work hard to live and survive out here. So sometimes it's good to just check out and vacation. Like, you deserve it. Vacations really is an act of self-care. It really is, and it's worth every penny. Don't go buy you another Louis bag. I'm sure you get a sense of gratification from that, but if you can go somewhere, go on vacation. And lastly, another thing I do for self-care, because a lot of the times, again, as moms, we're just overwhelmed with stuff to do. So sometimes I don't feel bad about it, but I like to treat my little self. Okay, and that includes me just, again, it don't have to be lots of money. I could get in my car and I can go somewhere and get like a Subway sandwich and come back, you know, instead of cooking. Or I can order me a DoorDash and just sit and watch trash TV. Like, sometimes I just treat myself, because as moms, we cook breakfast, we cook lunch, we cook dinner for everybody, you know. Sometimes it's like, well, who's gonna cook for us? Nobody, okay? But that's okay. I like to order myself good food. Or sometimes cheap food, but a lot of the times it's like an act of self-care for myself, because no one is gonna cook for me, you know. Nobody's gonna cook for me, but I can order me some good food. Like, if I have a good day at work and I made some good money, or I have extra money, I am not gonna feel guilty about ordering myself some food, a nice boba tea, some nice Chinese food on an afternoon where I can just sit and indulge and watch a show. Self-care, okay? Treating my little self to a little something goes a long way. Treating yourself to a little something goes a long way. Again, these don't have to be big grand gestures. These don't have to be things that cost a lot of money, but if you can incorporate a lot of these things into your life and find other ways of self-care that works for you specifically, and just start incorporating that into your life, I promise you, your days will go better, your life will go better, you'll feel better. We don't want to bring that negative energy into 2025. In 2025, I hope we're all thriving. I hope moms are breaking out of the mold. Moms are more mentally well, so we can create thriving families. The devil hates families. They hate thriving families. Like, the anxiety and depression and all that overwhelming stress is nothing but the devil. And we are not going to be fooled. We're going to be taking care of ourselves, ladies, all year, all the time, and not feeling bad about it. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope that you got some self-care tips from this video. I really hope that you incorporate some. Comment down below some of y'all's favorite self-care things so we can all be in cahoots, because I'm interested to know what other people do, because again, I'm a self-care person and I'm always down to find more ways. My mental health depends on it, and I'm glad that I have been doing mentally well, and I would love more self-care tips. And if you got anything at all from this video, please like the video and subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.